I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up! I made this cute little fun fold card with products from Stampin' Up! I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website, and you'll be able to click the links for the products that you would like to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I'm using All for Baby and the Coordinating Baby Clothes dies. They are very cute, and if you buy them both together as a bundle, you save yourself 10%. I'm also using the Checks and Dots embossing folders. Both the dies and the embossing folder will work in the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. My inks are So Saffron and Mint Macaron. I'm using the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. Any of these colors would work fine, maybe especially the crumb cake, but I'm using the white. In this set, you get all 5 colors. I'm using the Heart Punch Pack. My cardstock is Mint Macaron. This is my basic card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, but I've added an extra fold at 2 1/8. I have a piece of basic white for the inside that is 4 by 5 1/4, also a standard piece. I have some crumb cake, and this is really way more than you need. You just need a tiny scrap. I have a piece of So Saffron. This So Saffron is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. This is a piece of basic white that is 1/4 of a sheet, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I've cut it in half so that it can go through the machine. So this is 1 7/8, and this is 2 3/4. And I have a piece of Mint Macaron, and we just need this big enough to go into the punch. And I have an envelope. I'm going to start by stamping in Mint Macaron. Stamp little hands, little feet, big love, and you want this to go way over to the side of this basic white piece. Often I will adhere this on the inside of the card, but not just yet today. I'm going to stamp Hello Little One, and I want it right in the middle of the widest part of the heart. So if you put a scrap of paper that's punched out, it will help you know exactly where you want to stamp. So I'll stamp it right about there. Then we'll stamp the bear in So Saffron. Then for the thinner piece, I want this pointed bib. And if you put that on this side, and then the sleeper, I'm going to put on this side. I'm going to stamp a little heart on the other bib that I will cut out from here, but it's probably easier to do that after I've cut it out. So I want to use my number 1 platform, my number 2 that's all cut up. I do want to punch this out first. And then I don't have to worry about that bear placement. So I'm going to cut out the bear. And I'm going to just use a little tiny bit of washi tape. the other number 2 cutting plate. Then I'll cut out the little sleeper, this bib, and the pointed bib. And roll that through. This is all we need the crumb cake for, these cute little tiny little clothespins and a hanger. I think that you can see that there are lots of possibilities for decorating. You can put pockets on your little outfits. You can decorate them with a heart or a star or a rainbow or a bow. Then we want to use the check embossing. So we need to use the number 1 plate. All the directions are right here. For the standard embossing folders, you need the number 3. So I'll put my So Saffron paper in here. And with that check, we want to be kind of looking at the lines and get them fairly straight. So cover that with number 3 and roll that through. And that gives us a really lovely pattern. Love it. Punch the scalloped heart. So we have our card base, our embossed folder, our 2 hearts, our bear, our 2 bibs, our sleeper, a tiny clothes hanger and a clothespin, and our layer for the inside. Now we want to pierce, and we want to pierce about 1.5 inches down and not too close to the edge. We're going to be covering this up, so we don't need to worry about it too much. So we just need to poke a hole. You can use your piercing tool here. You can use a tapestry needle. We just need to get the baker's twine through. And my favorite tool for that is these are these dental tools. I believe that these are made for people with braces. It's just a piece of monofilament and it's bonded on one side. You can also use a regular needle threader. And so we want to poke that through. Whichever way is easiest for you to get the baker's twine through that hole. Let's put some adhesive back here so that holds it there. We'll go ahead and adhere this to the card front. So this piece is folding back this way, and so this goes here. And then I want to put this in here. Don't fasten it down yet. I want this to go about even, and actually I want it a little bit this way. And I think I'll use my Stampin' Pierce mat to pierce that. So we want to have our thread going through this way from the top to the back. And go ahead and pull it all the way through, because we want to pull this so it's pretty straight, and I'm actually holding it on the back a little bit. we want to pull that so that it's a straight line, not too loose, not too tight. And then we'll adhere this. And then we can go ahead and adhere this on the card base. Adhere the stamped heart on the scalloped heart. And this will cover up this hole, and we'll put that on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put a Stampin' Dimensional over this cord just to be sure. And when we put this one down, we just want to not cover up our greeting. It's okay if it goes over the edge. And I just want to get that dimensional out of the way, so I'll push that under. I almost forgot to stamp my heart on the bib, so I'll do that now. And I want to put this over the green so it shows up better, and the yellow is going to show up better on the white. We're going to put the little sleeper right in the middle, but first we want to hang it up. And I find that the liquid glue is the easiest way to do this. But you do just need a tiny little bit. Put it on the front of the hanger so that, and you want to put the glue on the hanger instead of on the clothes so that there's no extra glue here. I want the tiniest little dot on the front of the hanger and a tiny little dot on the back of the hanger. And we want to put this in the middle. So I'm going to hook that over. And that should hold that there. Put a tiny little dot of glue there. And hang up my bib. And these clothespins are so tiny. I'm going to use tweezers to hold on to that. And so we're going to put that right above, and that will help hold that on there. And then we're going to use a mini Stampin' Dimensional for the last bib. And I'm just going to put this underneath. And I'm leaving the backing on so that that hangs loose. So I'll just put that there. When you close this, you may need to tuck these inside. You probably will need to tuck this inside. And then I'm going to put my bear on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And you can use the big ones or the mini ones. But I think you want to have the card closed so you can have this kind of centered in this front section of the card. And there it is. Hello, little one. You should have lots of room to sign your name over here. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! Also on my website, you can click Home near the top of the page to find lots of resources. Under Shop, you can find the products I offer to make crafting more convenient, how to get free products with my frequent shopper rewards, and a link to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Inspiration to scroll all my projects back to 2011, most with detailed directions and videos. Though the products in those older projects have been retired, you may find techniques, layouts, and color combinations to inspire you today. If you're new to stamping, you might want to take a look at the basics. You'll find out how to cut card bases and layers, and what's special about Stampin' Up!, and some of my favorite tools. Under Organization, you'll find tons of free resources such as catalog tabs, labels and case inserts, color tools, and much more. You can take a tour of my craft wall. More organization means more time for crafting. Come stamp with me here in Ventura County, California, or get the best deal of all and join my team of crafters. The team is called SIP Together, and it stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper Together. The team is made of crafters who want to save money on the products they buy, share with a few friends, or grow a business like mine. Be sure to subscribe to my website and on YouTube. Talk to you soon. Bye.